the benefits we've spoken about earlier. So I'll just finish off on this slide in terms of a financial hedging approach. Now, I'm sharing some experience of practical steps we've been through internally within our group, but I guess others would need to consider should they follow this or should there be any appetite for this. Important is to create the awareness internally. And I don't think that's a problem. I think most of you do that already, but sensitivity analyses, bringing it up to the level of the board to understand what can actually be done to offset these risks, not for everything, but just to shave off the peaks and then take get some certainty back into your raw material costs. As I say, take it up to board level and understand what their exposure is. You know, when would they start getting itchy feet with the volatility in the pulp market? To what extent? And can you prevent it getting to that point through a certain level of coverage? Then put it into a policy. Draw up a policy like many of us have for energy hedging. Do it for pulp. And get the buy-in from the top. Make sure that they agree to it. And then you essentially then have a hunting license. And you don't have to commit to anything, but you can give yourself a range in which you can operate. Understand the market, that's key. Understand all the banks that will be able to transact in this method with you over the counter, but also understand NOREXECO. Understand how it works, understand how you can trade on that market. And then start. This is my advice, but not, obviously you all have your own views, but I would say start and start small. What this does, it helps create liquidity in the market. It's better for all of those participants. And you're not betting the farm here. You're really taking small positions. And you can then see how it works. See for yourself. But understand that you will never be correct. You will always have, from both sides, you either hedged at too high a price, or you didn't hedge at all, or you didn't hedge enough. So you will never be correct. So it needs to be in a way that you are creating certainty for your business and locking in acceptable margins. And in conclusion, I would just say that transparent pricing driven by market dynamics, it has to be a good thing. It has to be something we all want. And I think by doing some of these things, we do create that transparency and we create that liquidity.